Hi there folks. Now, why do you think it is that most new traders fail? They end up basically just donating money to the markets and ultimately end up giving up on the dream. Well, I'll tell you why. Have you heard of the 5 Ps? Proper preparation prevents poor performance. If you've not heard of that, you've probably heard of this one. Fail to plan, plan to fail. Look, most educators out there have got one thing right. You've got to treat this like a business. Most newcomers, unfortunately, they don't. They start off with a chart, some money in the account, and they end up just blowing it all up. If you were setting up a company, for example, maybe you've done this in the past, and you need funding for that company, you go to your bank. Well, the first thing the bank is going to ask is for your business plan. They want to see how they're going to get their money back. And you've got to treat trading in exactly the same way. Now, a trading plan is a tangible plan with everything that you need to keep your business on track. It includes, for example, the goals, the expectations, the expenditures, the income, and so forth. Today, I'm going to show you how to put together a trading business plan that includes the trading plan, because they are different. Remember, the trading plan is about strategies, while the business plan, it covers the entire operation. So if you're serious about making it as a trader, let's go. So first up, the business plan has 2 main components. You've got the business plan. That's basically how the business will run, with the expenditures, the incomes, the monitoring progress, when you're going to get paid, and so forth. Then you've got the trading plan, which basically specifies the trading strategies, the time frames that you're going to be using, the risk management, and the like. Now, you need a business plan to succeed in any business that you might want to embark on in the future. Now let's go through some aspects of the business plan that I think are the most important. First off, start off with a mission statement. Basically outline why you're doing this in the first place. Accept the need to plan ahead. If you don't accept this, then basically don't watch the rest of this video. You've got to plan ahead and write it down. If you fail to write it down, you think you're going to keep it up there, you're basically planning to fail. Include the 5 Ps. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. In your mission statement, type or write down the goals and the objectives that you want to achieve. This is going to be your roadmap to continued success. It will help you stay focused and monitor your business going forward in accordance with the plan. But if you're going to do this, you've got to be honest with yourself. No one else needs to read this business plan. It's for you. Unless, of course, you're looking for funding and you want to raise some capital. But you must be truthful to it. List the financials in your trading, the expenditures, the expected incomes, and how the business will run smoothly. Review it weekly before you start your trading, maybe on a Sunday before the market opens. Next, maybe conduct a SWOT analysis. Maybe you've heard of that before. Basically, it's where you outline your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and the threats to the business. List your strengths, maybe discipline, maybe level-headedness, maybe patience, maybe adaptability, analytical skills, computer literacy, and the like. Be honest about your weaknesses, maybe the lack of discipline, emotional control issues, impatience or unrealistic expectations, or susceptibility to the cycle of doom, where you're constantly throwing out strategies and tweaking strategies and changing strategies in the hunt for that holy grail. Identify the opportunities that trading Forex offers, the accessibility and the flexibility. You can basically trade from anywhere in the world. Although if you're on the beach, I suggest maybe you don't trade from the beach, but you get the point. CFDs allow trading stocks and shares, and you can use leverage as well. A great way to magnify your gains if you know what you're doing. Also a great way to accelerate your path to the poorhouse if you don't know how to use leverage properly. Prop trading is a great way to prove your skills and ultimately get funded, so you can trade a much bigger account than maybe you have access to. You can use broker demo accounts to let you practice without any financial risk whatsoever. But also be honest, acknowledge the threats, unscrupulous brokers, prop firms' vulnerability. We've seen a few prop firms go to the wall recently. IT failures, internet blackouts, weekend price gaps, and not making enough income initially. How are you going to support yourself when you start off in your trading business? I think it's important to include a declaration in your business plan that you print off and you sign and that you are accountable to. Commit to never trading more than a predetermined risk, always using stop losses and never moving stop losses out of fear of being stopped out. Stopping trading if the account goes below a certain percentage, and not copying Forex or trade signals. Not trading outside of your strategy rules. Sign it, date it, and be accountable to it on a daily and weekly basis. Honestly, if this sounds all too much for you, if you think it's just a load of old nonsense and you haven't got time for this, then maybe trading isn't right for you. But if you are serious, this is essential that you do this. So what should be included in the business plan? Well, first up, trading goals and objectives. Are you doing this for passive income to support your current day job for a bit of extra cash, or are you saving for a holiday? Or do you want full-time income where you can actually just become a full-time trader and then leave your current job? Or maybe you're looking for a retirement fund, or maybe looking to pay for grandchildren's education. Get it written down. Initial financial allocation, very important. How much money are you going to start with? You don't just want to be bleeding your savings, chucking money into this. Allocate a predetermined amount of capital that you're going to give to this program. Milestones and timelines. Set realistic targets and timeframes. It doesn't all happen overnight. How long are you going to give this? Are you going to give it 3 months, 6 months, a year, or is this maybe a 2-year plan? Get it written down. Education plan. How much are you going to allocate to education, maybe to mentoring, books, courses, and trading communities and the like? Get it written down so that nothing is there to surprise you. Of course, you can't operate a trading business without some equipment. You need software. You might need certain licenses on certain third-party bits of kit. You need screens. You need an office. You need equipment. You need software, which is always changing. A business always has a reserve fund. So this is where you basically keep a little bit of money aside for those unexpected events. Monitoring performance. How are you going to monitor your business? Use trade journals to track each and every trade and your weekly and monthly progress. Monthly profit targets. Set realistic profit goals. Don't try and knock it out of the park on week one. A steady equity curve that's going like that, not one that's going like that and what have you. There's no sustainability in that. Might be a bit of fun, but it's not for making for good business sense. I always say a monthly target of say 3, 4, 5% is a really healthy and achievable game, rather than going for maybe 30%. And what about withdrawal plans? No point doing this unless you're going to get paid. You've got to pay the bills. Decide when you're going to start taking profits. Top up plan. When are you going to add more funds when hitting certain milestones? You might have realized in time that you've actually got what it takes, and you might want to start thinking about maybe adding more money to the trading account, or maybe taking out larger assessment accounts if you're going down the prop firm route. Asset allocation. Manage funds between different trading strategies. You can have some strategies that are short term, maybe on the hourly, on the 4-hour chart. Some strategies that will basically be on the daily, on the weekly, that will basically have a lot less trades. So set the different funding accordingly on each of those. And your daily routine. Set a consistent trading schedule. I don't want you there going into the markets just because you're feeling a bit bored. Have a schedule and stick to it. Often we are led to believe in this world that the more hours you put into your trading day, the more money you should be getting paid. Well, that's not necessarily the case when it comes to trading. Sometimes less is best. Maybe only trade 3-4 hours a day. Get it written down and stick to it. Pre-market and post-market routines. How are you going to get ready for the day ahead? How are you going to monitor all your trades, and when are you going to start updating your journal? Now, it's important, I think, that you review this each and every day to keep you on track. The most successful traders out there are the disciplined trader, those that are treating it like a business. Now, the trading plan is different, but it basically sits inside the business plan. It defines when you're going to pull the trigger on a trade. Develop a strategy. Use one of ours, but you've got to back test it and then report your results. No point just going into a strategy without actually knowing how it works and how it all fits together. Define the entry and exit criteria and maybe create a checklist to ensure that you're following your strategy rules. I'm a private pilot. I would never dream of taking off without checking off my checklist before I go, just in case I've forgotten something. Remember, this is your trading business plan. Customize it to fit into your needs and review it periodically to stay on track. And here's something special. At our prop firm, we offer a free course called the Prop Trader Roadmap to anyone who takes out any of our assessment accounts. The course basically shows you how to create a trading business plan. It's got a template there so that you can basically put yours together. This is all aimed at ensuring that you become a successful trader. Now, if you're interested in learning more about how to trade successfully as a prop trader, hit that subscribe button now. Or better still, why not join us in our Discord community? I'll leave a link here in the description below. Remember, trading is a fantastic career if you take it seriously. It's true. You are accountable to no one else apart from yourself. Imagine how that would feel. And it is within you. You just have to do it the right way. Okay, that's about it for this week. I'll see you very soon in the next video.